at the ocean from underneath, as though we're a crab at the very bottom of the ocean. Remember we were talking about that? So look at all these amazing cool fish. You see all these cool fish? So we don't see a lot of details on them because what's right here? The sun, right? The sun is coming through the water. So you can see some parts of the water are darker and some parts of the water are brighter based on where the sun is. I'm going to show you one more picture. So check this one out. Let me see. Look at this one. So this one is also a view as though we're on the bottom looking up at the sky. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to turn my camera on and I'm going to show you guys how to get started. And then after that's over, and we finish that one, we are going to do the coolest project ever, which you won't even believe, but I'm going to give you a little tiny demonstration to make you laugh. Okay, so hold on. So here's what we're going to do when we're done drawing. We're going to make a cute little fish like this. You guys see my cute little fish? Say, oh, cute little fish. Ready? Ah! Ready? Cute little fish. He's so cute. So nice. Ah! All right, so I'm going to teach you guys how to make a cute little fish that goes, ah! Okay? Yes, Sophie, you have a question?
I know how to make this. I've made it before.
You learned how to make one of those before? Awesome. Well, that's going to be great. You're going to know how to do it great. You can be my other helper. All right, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to turn my camera on so you guys can see that I'm going to get my paper ready. Here's my paper. Let me just pull my camera over a little. Ash, can you shut the bathroom door, please? Thank you so much. Okay, so now here's my paper here. The first thing I want to focus on today is drawing. Let's see. Let me move my camera just a little bit more. Okay, sorry. Takes a minute to set up sometimes. I want to move my camera like this, and I'm going to, here we go. Okay. I'm going to draw with my pencil first, but for you guys, I'm going to do a Sharpie, but you're going to draw a pencil. I'm going to draw where the sky is going to go, okay? So I want to do like this. The top of my water is where the sun is going to come down in through the water, okay? So I'm going to make this the brightest part, kind of like this, under my water. Then I'm going to think about all of that coral that we talked about last time, and I'm going to draw some of that across the bottom. Remember how we did that amazing coral? Okay, so you guys can draw some of this coral. Now, remember, coral's rocks and plants and things together, so looks like rocks anyways. They are actually all plants. But, so I'm going to do some seaweed at the bottom. And then I'm going to do my little friend, the crab, because we're doing it from a crab's perspective, right? So let me grab a picture of a crab so I can show you guys. Crab, okay. And, oh my goodness, they're so cute. Here we go, okay. Let me share this with you guys. Here we go. Hang on, it's coming. It's coming, this little guy. Okay, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to save it. I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to show you this one. Okay, so let me open up the Krabby Crab so you guys can draw one of these. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. All right, so here I'm going to open it up real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys. In the meantime, keep drawing your coral. And here's my crab. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the crab. Oh, come on. Hurry up and open. Okay. Here is the crab. So this will be an easy kind of way for you to draw the crab if you look at the shapes here, okay? Can you, Shiloh, can you look at the computer for a second? Do you make sure that you can see this? You can see my crab on there? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you could see my crab. Okay, great. So you're going to draw a little circle here. See this circle? It's not really a circle, it's called an oval, right? So we're going to draw a little oval on the bottom, okay? Then you're going to draw 2 straight lines with circles on the top, and those are going to be eyeballs. See these 2 eyeballs right here? Then you're going to draw, now this crab is smiling. I don't know if I'm really going to make my crab smiling, but that's kind of cute. I'm going to draw the pinchers, okay? Here's my pinchers. So those are on the side, and those are basically like a little triangle at the top of each one, okay? Those are going to be my pinchers. And then it looks like he has a bunch of legs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to go back to mine, and I'm going to share with you guys my little crab down at the bottom here. And I'm going to start putting his legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there's my little crab at the bottom of my rocks, which I'll move up a little higher. Okay, so this is a crab's eye view of what it would look like going to the top of the ocean. Okay, so now it's up to you what you're going to draw on the rest of it. Okay, so we did a scuba diver last time. If you want to do a scuba diver all the way at the bottom, feel free, but you don't have to. What you're going to do now is draw some fish. I'm going to draw a fish like this. I don't know what kind of fish this is going to be, just an imaginary fish. And I'm going to draw a bunch of them, but I'm only going to color them in dark because the light is going to make them not so bright, because I'm looking from down where the crab is, I'm looking up. The sun is going to block all the patterns. Does that make sense? So I'm actually just going to color mine in black, but if you want to color yours in with your watercolors or your color pencils, you can do that. But remember, we don't want a lot of details. The most details you can add maybe is like if he has a little eye on the side or something like that, okay? Oh, mine kind of looks like a person a little bit when I didn't intend it for that to be. Or maybe some little fish lips, okay? So now I'm going to draw a bunch more animals. Maybe I'm going to draw another turtle. Remember we did the turtle last time? So here's my little turtle. You guys are going to choose what animals you want to draw. I think I remember Sophie saying, or somebody saying they wanted to draw a mermaid. This would be a good time to draw a mermaid too. So here's my turtle. Remember, I'm not going to have a lot of details. I'm just going to mostly color it in dark because it's looking from underneath. So it's almost like a silhouette. You know, I just want to know what a silhouette is. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit there so I can tell that that's a turtle. Okay, what else can I draw on there? I think I better put some more fish because I think it's going to be a boring picture if I only have a few fish. Okay, so I'm going to keep coloring it in. Da, da, da. Now, if you have any crayons, crayons look really cool with watercolors. So you could do color it in with crayons and then we'll paint the watercolors on top. So actually, since this kind of looks like a person, I'm going to just turn it into a person and make it into the scuba diver like I had before. With this little tank on his back. Okay. And the bubbles coming out. So since I don't have a pencil, I can't erase it, right? So I got to just make it into something else, which is okay. That happens sometimes, right? Okay, good. So keep going. I want to see what you guys are doing now, okay? Let's see. I'm going to stop sharing so I can look at your amazing creations. Oh boy. Look at the fabulous Virginia Ray. So cool. Virginia, did you have a good birthday with Dad?
That's bad.
Yeah, awesome. Who else wants to show me? Anybody else want to show me what you're doing? Okay, you guys can keep working for a while. If you have any more questions, just come on and ask, but keep drawing. I'm going to keep drawing too. And at the very bottom of my ocean, I'm going to go back for 1 second. At the very bottom of my ocean is where I'm going to make it very colorful, right? And then up here is where it's going to be kind of darker because they're going to be in a shadow, okay? All right, so I'm going to stop so you guys can work. And you tell me if you have any questions. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you some bad jokes because that's my favorite thing to do. Okay, let's see. What kind of jokes can I tell you today? Let's see. What kind of jokes can I tell you today? This one is not working, so I'm going to go to another page.
Sorry, Miss
The best
Christine.
jokes for kids.
Miss
Yes,
Christine.
let's see. Somebody want to show me? Yes, please.
We forgot. What are we supposed to be doing right now? Just more animals, or are we supposed
More
to be
fish. Yeah, more fish, or yes, thank you so much. More fish, or if you don't want to do more fish right now, you can do a mermaid, a turtle, a jellyfish. Just keep adding more underneath, because if we're at the bottom of the ocean looking up, I bet a lot of fish are swimming over top of us. Sophie,
Great.
go for it.
Can I draw a dolphin?
What a great idea. The dolphin's perfect. What a great idea. Why? Anybody have a guess why somebody would throw a clock out of the window? Is that that's a joke. Anybody have an idea why you'd throw a clock out of the window? Because maybe you want to see time fly. Okay, how about if I show you the ocean video we watched last time to inspire you? Give me 2 seconds and I'll pull it up, and it will inspire you to work on the, see all the different kinds of ocean animals. Okay, so let me see. My desk is not big enough for this, but I'm going to make it work. Okay, ocean views from below. Let's see.
The liquid that oceans are made of.
Just while you're working, keep an eye on this. This gives you some inspiration for what you might draw in yours. See how the sun is like peeking from underneath?
This triggerfish has hidden its offspring in a small hollow in the sandy ocean.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, look, he's eating a sea urchin. You guys know what a sea urchin is? It's like a spiky little guy. You can even eat him for sushi. Go ahead, Sophie, you can tell me.
Once we went to an aquarium, and then I saw a bunch of sea urchins.
Oh, super cool. Did you get to touch them?
Didn't I
Are they
this
really
was at my birthday? This was at my birthday.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you get to touch them?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Look at all these different fish. Now, some of them have really cool colors and some of them are just kind of plain, but each one is a different species, which is so cool. Oh, look at all that coral. So keep trying a little bit more. Let's try to have about maybe 10 or 12 animals that we've drawn in our ocean. And when you're done with that, you can tell me. If you want to draw 500 animals, go for it. I'm not going to tell you no. I'm going to say awesome. I hope that the virus gets better and then we can all go to the beach soon and go swimming. I love swimming in the beach.
I went to the beach today.
You are going to the beach today? Awesome.
I already did. That's when my hair is wet.
Oh, no really? Did you go in the water?
Yeah, I was just surfing and stuff.
Oh, you were surfing and stuff. How cool is that? I'm impressed. I never went surfing before. How did you learn how to go surfing?
Well, not really surfing. I just was riding on a board and trying to catch the waves and stuff. I wasn't really standing up on the board.
Yeah, boogie boarding and stuff. Look at how cool this plant is. Can you guys see this plant? Wow, that's amazing. Such a cool plant. Okay, so we'll get maybe about 2 more minutes and then we're going to move on. So now what I'm doing on mine is I'm drawing a bunch of little tiny fish. So I don't have to spend so long making these big fish. I'm just going to make a bunch of little tiny ones. They're all going to be swimming in a school. Remember they were called the school we talked about? You can do dolphins, you can do seals. A seal would be cool. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that for a second and I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on since I saw you a minute ago. And then I would like to see what you guys are doing. Okay, so here's mine so far. So I added a bunch more little fishies on there. And I'm going to add some more details down in my coral because I'm going to paint that in a little while and I want it to look really cool. I think I might also add another crab because when I like to draw fish and stuff, I don't like to just have one of a kind because I feel like usually you see more than one at a time and then I also feel sad like they might be lonely. So here's 2 crabs. Mine are not going to smile, but they are going to hang out together. All right, so I'm going to be pretty much ready to start painting or coloring on mine. So I'm going to stop mine. I'm going to ask you guys to show me what you've been working on. Who wants to share? Let me just get rid of the fishies in the background. Okay, who wants to share? Okay, can I see? I'm going to put you on. Oh, check out Ava's. Let's see, Ava. Oh my goodness, that is going to be so beautiful. I love it. Wow, I can't wait to see how you're going to color it. Terrific job. I'm happy you joined us. You're a great artist. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, I have Virginia Ray showing us her. Oh, she does have a mermaid. And some cool seaweed at the bottom. Awesome. Okay, Hudson is raising her hand. Go for it, Hudson. Show us yours. No, you don't want to show me it? Okay. I'll come back later. Okay, I can't hear you, Hudson. You're still on mute. Okay, Sophie, you want to show me yours real quick? Okay. Here's Sophie's. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, Shiloh, you want to show us yours? You want to show us yours, Shiloh? Not right now? Okay, no problem. You can show us later. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding color because I think that's going to be really cool. So can you guys see mine okay? So I'm going to start adding, I think I'm going to do mine with watercolors. You guys can choose what material you want to use. If you want to use colored pencils, markers. Remember, the top of my ocean is going to be lighter. So if I'm doing watercolors and I want to make something lighter, I have to add more what? Any guesses? Do I add more pepperoni? Do I add more crackers? No, I add more water, right? So I'm going to get some water and I'm going to add to my watercolors. Remember, you need to have water in your watercolors. Give me 1 second. I'm going to fill my cup. I thought I had some water here and I do not. So I'll be right back. Okay, here's my watercolor bowl. So I'm going to use a paintbrush that's kind of soft. Does that make sense? If I use a really hard paintbrush, I'm not going to be able to smooth my lines out. So if you're painting, you can follow me. If you're coloring, go right ahead and color. Remember, the top is going to be lighter. Okay, so up at the top here, I'm going to start to do like this. And I'm going to start to color right over top of my animals because those are in shadow, remember? Now this part is actually going to still be blue, but it's going to be very light blue. So I'm going to add a lot of water to that part. Okay, does that make sense? Everybody can see that okay? All right. Now I'm going to add the darker, the more I go down, the darker the colors I'm going to make are. Okay, anybody has a question, just stop me and ask me. Okay, the more I go down to the bottom, the more it's going to get darker. So if you're coloring with anything other than paints, press a little harder and it'll get darker. You're using crayons or colored pencils, just press a little harder and it gets darker. Okay, so now I'm going to even go darker. And when I go towards the very bottom and I want it to be super dark, I could even add purple, or I can add a little tiny bit of black, but I don't want to have too much black in my ocean because it's not going to be the color I was hoping for. So I am going to add a tiny bit of black. Purple actually would be a better choice, but that's okay. At the very bottom, I'm going to make a bluish black. See, like this? Okay. So up at the top, it's the lightest. Towards the bottom, it's getting darker and darker and darker, and I'm adding more layers on top, okay? And when I get closer to the bottom and the crabs, I'm gonna worry about doing those with a thinner brush, a smaller brush that's not so able to move the paint around so easy, okay? Because that one is gonna be more detail work. Okay, so my darkest down here, and as I keep going out to the side, lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, that's where the water is. I mean, that's where the sun's going to come onto the water. Okay, so I think you guys can kind of see from mine now. You can tell that the water is getting darker as we go down. And up at the top, it's lighter. Now, even though I'm going to still want to add a little bit of a brighter color like the sun reflecting, right? So I'm going to wipe it a little bit with a paper towel. Now that looks pretty light to me. It's hard for you guys to see on mine, I think, but I can also add a little bit of yellow, but I don't really want it to turn green. And so yellow and blue are going to make green. So if I add a little bit of yellow, I got to make sure it's mostly dry so that I can add a little bit of yellow on top of my blue and not have it turn green, okay? Because I don't really want it to be green. I want it to be bright like the sun's coming through, okay? I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna hold it up this way so you guys can see it without the bright light on. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. Is everybody using paints or are we using some other materials today? Ellie, what are you doing? How can I see what you're making out in the beautiful sunshine? Let's see Ellie's. Oh, Ellie's doing markers or oil pastels. So cool. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. Who else wants to share? Hudson, you want to share yet? Yeah, okay, great. Go for it. You can just unmute yourself. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to unmute yourself, Hudson? No? Okay. It should be on your computer. It should say right next to your name. There you go.
Sometimes every time I try, it's like, does this. Wait for the host to unmute yourself.
Oh, for the whole time you're having trouble unmuting yourself?
Yeah.
That's okay, you're on mute now. I can hear you. can you put your picture up and let me see what you're making? Oh, beautiful. Are you going to start doing any painting on it, or what are you going to do for the background? Are you going to color it with colored pencils?
Probably color pencil.
Probably crayons? Oh, that's great.
Probably watercolors.
Watercolors. Okay, cool. I think watercolors is a great one for this one. Virginia, there's your kitty.
Oh.
Shiloh, can I see what you're doing?
Well, I wanted some chips because I haven't.
Let's see. Shiloh, can I see what you're making? Not yet. Okay, no problem. How about you, Ava? Can I see what you're making? Oh, Ava's using markers. Super cool. Now, you want to know what's so great about those markers that you're using, Ava? Let me show you real quick on mine. Those markers actually do something so cool. Let me show you. Can you see my picture right here? Okay, watch. If you color with those markers, like I'm going to use the same ones right down here, and I'm going to put on top, watch what I'm going to do. If I use these same markers you're using, Ava, and then I take my paintbrush and I put it on top, look what happens. It turns those markers into paint. Did you see that? Very cool. I think you already knew that trick because I see you have a paintbrush. Awesome. Okay, so let's see how everybody else is doing. Anybody else want to share? Okay. I keep going and start coloring your coral and your crabs. Remember all those cool colors we saw yesterday with the coral? That was pretty amazing. I'm taking a yellow marker and I'm just going on top of the blue paint and it's turning into green seaweed, and that's just what I want. So you guys can do that too. Okay, keep coloring. Let's see what amazing stuff you guys can do. Okay. Now, I am going to go back and ask you guys if you need any help. If you don't need any help, just keep coloring. And in maybe about 7 or 8 minutes, we're going to wrap this up so that we can move on to our other project, which is the fish that screams at you. Okay.
I'm going to help with that one, right? Because I already know how to do it.
Sophie, yes, you can be the helper for sure. Okay, this is a joke about oceans since we're doing oceans. Why are fish so smart? Because they live in schools.
Raise your hand and say.
Yes. Virginia, go for it.
So, I have to leave soon.
Oh, you do? Okay. I'm sorry you have to leave. No problem. Would you like to see how to do the other fish real quick? Do you have time for that? Okay. All right. So just for Virginia, I'm going to show her how to do that one. Everybody else keep working on this one, okay? All right, Virginia, can you get another piece of paper that's just like a piece of regular paper that you would use when you were doing something in the printer, not a big hard piece of paper. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, let me get it.
Okay. All right, Mom's gonna go grab it. Okay, and I'm gonna teach you how to do this crazy little fish. Because if you do a paper that's too thick, it's kind of hard to fold. So I'm gonna show you how to do it with a paper that's not so fat. Okay, and then everybody else keep working for about 5 or 6 more minutes, and then we're going to do this one together. So just Virginia right now, I'm showing you how to do this one. Okay, so Virginia, here's my piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to make this, turn it sideways. Okay, and then I'm going to make, actually I'm going to, no, sorry, I changed my mind, straight up and down. Okay, now I'm going to make this shape right here. You see that shape? It kind of looks like a letter C backwards, but make it nice and straight. Once you have that halfway down your paper, we're going to make the rest and I'll show you. Okay. So now I'm going to make a little bump that goes like this. And a little bump that goes like this on the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to make half of a circle that goes this way and a half of a circle that goes this way.
Wow, that's so big.
It's pretty cute looking so far. All right, now I'm gonna do some funny teeth. Mine's gonna look a little vicious this time. The last one was just cute. This one's gonna look a little scary.
What kind of teeth do you want? Square teeth, sharp teeth?
These are my other teeth if you want to see some other teeth.
Oh, it needs to go right there.
Okay, now I'm going to draw a line that goes out like this and like this.
Please breathe in fire too. Oh,
okay. And what that's going to become is it's going to come in like this on both sides and become my tail. Sophie, you want to add anything? Am I doing it right so far? Okay, good. All right, so you can just take yourself off mute, Sophie, if you want to add anything. All right, now I'm going to do a big giant eyeball. And just to make them look a little less scary, I'm going to give them a few eyelashes.
I'm making it super scary.
okay.
All right, then I'm going to add like this. This is going to be part of a little fin. And I'm going to add a little fin on the same on the bottom. Okay, there we go. I can see the whole guy all together. All right, now that's pretty much it until we fold it, okay? So I'm going to teach you how to fold it right now.
You might have to do it.
And after we fold it, I'll show you how to add all the details on to make it even more of an amazing fish, okay? So right about here, I'm going to draw mine with a little pencil line. Right about here on mine, it's just above the teeth a little bit, is where I'm going to draw a little line across, and that's going to be where I make my first fold. Okay, so I'm going to fold it like this, right across my line.
Okay.
Okay, like this. So now you have a fold across your line like that. Okay, fold it back and forth a couple times so that the fold is nice and even. Okay. There we go. Good job, Mom. Thanks for helping.
Okay.
Okay, and then about halfway through the mouth. So see where my pencil line's going to go here? Halfway through the mouth, I'm going to fold it again. Okay. Halfway through the mouth, I'm going to fold it again. Okay, like this. Awesome. Okay, this is going to be so cool. Everybody else finish up your last ones because we're going to do this together in a minute. Okay, so now I have it folded halfway through the center and one at the top. That's it. Now I'm going to fold it down like this. So it closes up and it looks like a cute little sweet innocent fish that's not going to harm anybody, right? Wrong.
Oh.
Wrong. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little tape. If you have some tape, great. If you don't have any tape, that's okay. And I'm gonna tape down the edge just for a minute while I'm working on it because I don't want it to pop back open. Okay, so I'm gonna tape the edges on the side.
Still kind of
If you
scary.
don't have any tape, that's okay.
It's even more scary.
Can I see it? Can I see how it looks? I'm gonna spotlight it, okay? Let me stop my share for a minute. Okay.
You'll be forget by that.
No, I won't.
Okay, let's see, Virginia, how's it coming?
I'm getting a piece of paper.
You want to tell her we're gonna work on it again and make sure we're
Well, I know this next project, so I'm just helping
You
you.
know what, Virginia, don't worry if it didn't match. Watch what I'm gonna show you. If it doesn't match perfect, like the bottom of my mouth didn't match perfect, that's when I go back in and I add some more details like this. So now I'm gonna make that part match. I'm gonna add some like this, okay? If I have this line right here and it doesn't look perfect, I'm gonna turn it into, maybe my fish has stripes, okay? So it doesn't matter if it doesn't look exactly perfect on the first try. That's why I fold it down and I tape it together, and now I can add more details on it, okay? So now I can do more stuff on my fish like this, okay? And then later when I open it, I will be able to see right here, I'm gonna draw from the bottom and the top. Can I show you? Watch this. I'm gonna draw like this and match them. Okay, so now when I close it up, it's gonna match perfect. And when I open it, it's gonna match perfect. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. I hope that makes sense to you. Do you have any questions? Okay, she's shaking her head yes, great. Okay, so if you have to go, we'll say bye, Virginia. We'll hope to see you again. All right, so now, friends, I want to see what you made on your amazing, amazing drawings. Here's mine. I didn't have time to finish it so much because I was helping Virginia a little bit, but I think it looks pretty cool. Anybody else want to show me? Wow, okay, let me take some pictures. Hold on. Ava's up first. Ava, let's take a picture. Tell us about it.
Tell them what you have in it.
I have a dolphin.
So cool.
Two crabs. I
see
have
the
a
crabs.
fish and turtles.
It's really, really cool. Can I make a suggestion? When it's all the way dry, if Mom will let you, can you take a black marker and trace over a few of the lines when it's all the way dry?
And then what?
So then that way you can see the outline
Yeah,
of
you'll
the
be able
animals
to see more
better.
details.
Okay.
Great job. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Okay, let's see who else. Okay, here's Sophie wants to share. Wow, look at Sophie. Super cool. Your dolphin and stuff, can you make it a tiny bit darker because it will be a little bit more of a shadow from the sun? Okay, tiny bit darker, but it's a beautiful drawing. Okay, and then when you're done with that, tell me. Okay, let's look at Hudson's. Oh, Hudson, gorgeous. Can you do a little more blue for the water so all the animals are under the water? Yeah, you could do that. Awesome. Okay, well, why don't we, let's see, Shiloh, can I see yours? I haven't got to see yours all day. I think you're still on mute, Shiloh. Okay, she doesn't want to show us right now. That's okay. And Ellie, can I see yours? Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Let me take a picture. I think you even got some paint on your nose.
Yeah.
Very cute. It looks great. Okay, why don't we put these aside now so that we can all draw the fish that screams at you. Ready? Okay, so everybody needs to get one more piece of paper. And this piece of paper should not be very thick, not painting paper. If it's too thick, it makes it harder, okay? So get a thin piece of paper. And Sophie, you're my co-host, okay? All right.
Is it okay if I draw a shark?
Sure. You can do a shark, of course. So Sophie will do a shark and I'll do a fish, and we have 2 examples. Okay, so just a plain piece of paper and hold it this way, up and down the vertical way. Okay, awesome. All right, I'm gonna put my camera back on so you guys can watch. Everybody's got their papers? Okay, here we go. All right, you might have been peeking a little bit when I was showing Virginia Ray, but that's okay. That'll mean that you are ahead of the game. So here's what I'm gonna do. You do it in pencil first so that in case you wanna erase something, okay? But I'm gonna do mine first, this cool letter C backwards that's very straight because the rest of it's gonna be very curvy, but the mouth we want to be kind of straight, okay? So here's the top of my paper. Here's the bottom of my paper. Let me make my camera a little higher. Keyboard out of the way. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna make a little bump that goes this way and a little bump that goes this way, okay? Oh, Ava, I think you already did it. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, wait, hold on a minute. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute because I want to look at Ava's. Let's see it, Ava. Dun, dun, dun. Ready? Awesome. Now am I going to see something scary? Ah! Don't do it to your little brother. He might scream. Okay, so here we go again. Now, from here, I'm going to do a part of my fish that's going to come about halfway and halfway. This is only one way to do a fish. You can do a fish 10 zillion different ways. But this is how I'm going to do mine. And then I'm going to do a line that comes out and a line that comes out because that's going to become my tail. And they're going to meet together in the middle. Now I'm going to draw a really big eyeball. And maybe this time I'm going to make a cool design for the eyeball instead of just a plain eyeball. Okay, so that's my eyeball. And then I'm going to draw some gills. Okay, you don't have to draw what I'm drawing, but those are some gills. I'm going to draw some teeth. This time I think I'll do some big teeth in the front and then some little teeth. Some big teeth and some little teeth. Okay. All right, now that's all I'm going to draw so far. Does anybody need help with that part? Sophie. I'm going to stop sharing. Sophie, can you show us what you've been working on? Let's see what Sophie's been doing because she's been doing a shark.
Well, it's really, really hard. So I'm still working on the part with the C parts. It's really hard.
No problem. You tell us when you want us to share, okay? So now we're going to go back to the folding, okay? The folding is the trickiest part, so don't get stressed out when you're folding, okay? So about halfway through the teeth, okay, draw a light pencil line across. You can erase it later, okay? Halfway through the teeth, and then you're going to fold it on that line the best you can. Okay, best you can. All right. Back and forth like this. My paper is a little thicker than probably yours is, so I'm going to fold it back and forth a couple times. Okay. Anybody need help with the next step? Or are we on that step? Hudson, did you get that one?
I'm ready to show when I'm ready.
Okay, great. Shiloh wants to show us what she's done now. Okay, Shiloh.
I'm really working on this and I hope you all like it.
I think we're going to love it. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Look at all those amazing plants and stuff under there. Good job. Wow, there's even a butterfly. I love it. Very cool. Thank you for showing us. Are you going to make one of these fish with us?
Them twirly vines and then I made the sun.
Are you going to make a fish like this with us?
Yes.
Okay.
I just need to set this aside.
Okay, do you want to catch up to this spot real quick?
Yes.
Okay. In the meantime, everybody else do this, okay? In the meantime, everybody else do your next fold, which is going to be right across the center like this, halfway through the mouth. Actually, up a little tiny bit higher so that it matches the tail. Okay, does that make sense? If you don't have a tail, you don't have to go as high. All right, then I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, fold it in half. Good job. Okay, now my guy's ready to come together. Oh, wow, I folded it a little weird, and so you can see a little bit of teeth. So what I think I'm going to do, instead of showing those teeth, I'd like to have it as more of a surprise. I'm going to fold it just a little further down and then close it up, okay? So just a little tiny bit further down. Okay. Here we go. So now it's going to close up like this. Okay. So now my fish looks so innocent. Doesn't look like it's going to cause anybody any trouble, right? So I'm going to take a little tape for mine and I'm going to tape it down, but you don't have to do that. And I'm going to then start adding some details. Now I don't want to take, I don't want to just do mine in black and white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding colors.
I need the shower.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start adding colors like this. Now,
It is, right?
It is.
Belly.
It's
So scary. Okay, so now I'm going to add some colors on mine like this. Now, watch what happens when I open it. I need to be able to draw those same lines all the way down so that it matches, right? Otherwise, it's going to be kind of wonky. And we want to make it look like the whole fish just turned crazy. Okay, so here we go. Those are my lines that are going to go down. Then I'm going to close it back up the way I had it. And I'm going to see what else I want to add on there. Okay. What other lines do I want to add on there? Okay. Now my tail got a little weird because I folded it strange. So you guys can just touch it up like this. Boop, boop. There we go. That's a normal tail now. Okay. So I'm going to add more details, more details, more details. The more stuff I can add to make it look like a normal fish, the more that people are going to be surprised when they see what happens when it opens, right? So here's some coral on the side here. Maybe here's, ooh, this will be fun. Watch what's going to happen. I'm going to draw a fish going into his mouth. Sophie, what do you think? How you doing? You have any advice for people?
Well, not really, but I also wanted to say that I changed mine from a shark to a dolphin.
A dolphin, awesome. So here's my fish. He's getting sucked into the mouth. Okay, he's gonna get sucked into the mouth of the shark or the fish. Okay, so here's my little fish. Ah, help, help, help. Nobody can help you now. Okay, so watch what happens. So it closes it up. Looks innocent. Ah! And he's eating the shark, or eating a fish, I mean. Super cute. Not eating a shark, eating a fish. Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing so you guys can draw. Anybody wants to show, please feel free to show me. Go back to my other one that I was working on because I like that one more. And so you guys can do that too. Now that you know the technique, you can do it over and over and over again. And if you get really good at the technique, you can even do other animals. You don't have to just do a shark or a fish like we're going to show you. You can do all kinds of other designs. Now, the more you spend time coloring this and making it look even more awesome, the more people are going to be so impressed when you open it up. So I think it'll be a fun game for you guys to play with family members and friends if you see them, or even if you're Zooming with somebody. So what I'm doing on this one is I'm adding more details like spots on my stripes, things like that. Okay. All right. Anybody have a question? Let's see. Hi, Hudson. Hi, Hudson's mom.
Hi, we have a question.
Sure, please.
Could you please repeat the folding part again?
Can you
I sure can, no problem. So the first part, let me put my camera on. First place that you fold it. Okay, hang on, here we go. The first place you fold it is just under the teeth right here. So draw a pencil line across and you fold it just under the teeth right here. Okay, fold this spot. Okay, like this. There's only 2 folds you have to do. The first one is just under the teeth here. Okay, the next fold, when you have that one, is right across the middle of the mouth. Right about halfway down the paper, but mostly check which way is the middle of the mouth. And that'll be your second fold. Fold that right in half. And then you fold the first flap back like this, and there it should line up. If it doesn't line up perfectly, you can add more details to make it line up more perfectly.
I'm scared.
Shh, we're not muted right now, so can you
That's
please?
okay. You can talk. There's only a few of us in the class. I'm happy to hear you.
So do you see how it works? Do you see how it works? Watch, like this,
No.
like this, like this. I think that's how it goes.
You got it? Okay, great.
Thanks.
No, we didn't.
Sure. Okay. So I'll stop sharing and see what you guys are doing. Okay. Anybody need any help? So we have just about 5 minutes left. Oh my goodness, look at that. Can I see how it closes, Ava? Were you able to figure out how it closes? Let's see.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, don't worry, I'll help you.
Mommy said this is how it goes.
It gets complicated, don't worry. Can you watch mine one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Like
Oh, you got it. You got it.
right,
There
and
it
it's bigger and shorter and bigger.
is. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. You got it. Now open it up and show me. Scare me. Ah, very scary. Can you put some more details on the or color on the teeth? That'll make them even more scary. Anybody want to show anything that you worked on earlier in the week? Oh, wait, Shiloh has a question. Go for it, Shiloh. Oh, wait, you got mute. You got mute. Shiloh, can you unmute yourself? That's okay. No problem.
Okay.
We're all learning. Let's see,
Can I
Shiloh.
show you my cute little fish?
Of course. Oh, it's such a cute little. Ah! It's so.
It's a really cute little red fish, and his face is like,
Yes, he
he
looks.
doesn't want to be eaten by that huge big fish.
He looks so innocent, and then until you see the big fish.
Can I also show you this? My tongue can shoot really fast out like a gecko.
Let me see. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. Now you were the one that wanted to draw birds last week. So if you come next week, we're gonna do birds. That'll be cool on Friday. Anybody else want to share theirs? Wow, that is a cool gecko tongue. Awesome. Anybody can show us from last week too. And Sophie, how about you? Do you want to share what you've been working on? Sophie.
I changed mine again to an eel.
Oh, can I see it though?
Well, still need some work, but
That's okay. Oh, that's awesome. And then when you open it up, are there going to be teeth in there? Yes, awesome. Yeah, Sophie had done this before. Did you do it with a fish as well, or did you do it with another animal?
I did it with a shark.
A shark, cool. When I'm first folding it, I get confused, but then it all of a sudden, clicks, comes together.
I actually made a bookmark out of this.
Oh, you did? Super cool. Hudson, can I see yours? You want to hold yours up and show me? Let's see. Oh, look how innocent that little fish looks. Super cool. Well, it's almost time for us to go. So if you guys have any more questions, you can ask me, or if you want to share anything that you made this week, if you want to run and grab one of your pictures that you made this week to show us, or Ava, I bet you were cooking this week, I heard. That must have been fun. I hope you had some good, yummy treats. Awesome. Well, I'm very proud of you guys. I hope you enjoyed Under the Ocean with me. And I think it was a cool way to think about the ocean from above, like a bird, from in the ocean, like a scuba diver, and from below, like a crab. That's 3 different ways to think about the ocean, which is pretty cool.
I have a jellyfish project.
Which one?
I have my jellyfish project.
Oh, let's see. Oh, that is the most delicate, beautiful jellyfish. I love it. Great job. Let me spotlight it. Oh, gorgeous. Very nice painting with the watercolor.
From, I think, the last week?
Yeah, we did it last week. Yep. Maybe I'll see you next week too. All right, well, it's time for us to go. If anybody wants to tell me anything else, otherwise I'll say goodbye. Actually, my fish is going to say goodbye. My sweet, innocent fish is going to say goodbye to you. Bye! Have a great rest of your day and a happy weekend. Bye.